For millions of years, the frozen continent of Antarctica has locked away one of Earth's greatest treasures: ice. Not just a little ice, but nearly 90% of all the ice on our planet. Beneath this frozen wilderness lies enough water to reshape the entire world. But what if, one day, it all melted? What would happen to Earth and to us? Antarctica may seem distant, a frozen wilderness at the end of the Earth. But the future of its ice is closely tied to the future of our world. Because if Antarctica melts, the map of Earth will never look the same again. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. In some places, the ice is nearly 5 kilometers thick. Scientists estimate that if all Antarctic ice melted, global sea levels would rise by about 58 meters. That is nearly 190 feet of water added to the world's oceans. To understand how massive this is, imagine the oceans swallowing entire cities, coastlines, and countries. The map of Earth would change forever. If sea levels rose by 58 meters, many of the world's largest cities would vanish underwater. Cities like New York, Shanghai, Tokyo, Mumbai, Bangkok, London. Even entire countries such as the Maldives and Bangladesh would be largely submerged. Nearly 40% of the world's population lives near coastlines. Billions of people would be forced to migrate inland. This would trigger the largest human migration in history. The effects would not stop with rising seas. Coastal farmland would be flooded. Freshwater supplies would become contaminated with salt. Major ports, the backbone of global trade, would disappear beneath the waves. Entire ecosystems would collapse. Coral reefs, wetlands, and coastal forests would struggle to survive in the rapidly changing environment. Even Antarctica itself would look completely different. Without its ice sheet, the continent would transform into a rocky archipelago of islands and mountains, a frozen desert becoming a strange new land. The complete melting of Antarctica would take hundreds to thousands of years, but scientists warn that parts of the ice sheet are already melting faster than expected. Satellite studies show that Antarctic glaciers are losing ice and contributing to rising sea levels today. Even small changes in this massive ice system can have huge consequences for our planet. But melting Antarctica would also disrupt Earth's climate system. The ice sheet reflects sunlight back into space. Without it, the planet would absorb more heat. This process is called the albedo effect. Less ice means more heat. More heat means more melting. A dangerous feedback loop. Ocean currents could also change. The massive flow of cold water from Antarctica helps regulate global climate. If this system collapses, weather patterns around the world could shift dramatically. Some regions could face extreme storms. Others could experience devastating droughts. Antarctica is not a distant story. It is a mirror, reflecting back the choices we make today. Every fraction of a degree matters. Every ton of carbon matters. The ice is speaking. The only question is whether we are listening. Antarctica has lost 3 trillion tons of ice since 1992. NASA 23.